BeamNG version 0.32 has just been released, and as with every update, there's more than just the widely announced changes. In this video, we're going to look at the small but subtle changes to various aspects of the game. Among other things, we have got some long-awaited features and improvements, so stay tuned because here are the top 10 changes that you probably missed. Before we start though, just a quick disclaimer. All footage you see in this video was recorded on the pre-release branch of the update, so if you notice any bugs, chances are that they've been fixed in the public version. Starting off with something that was already partly introduced in the last major update, all vehicles now feature dynamic mirrors, which makes the interior view much more immersive and realistic. Another noteworthy point is that more modern cars have received a physics structure to make the mirrors foldable, so we might see that in the near future. A completely new feature is the automatic crash camera mode, which you can activate under the camera tab in the settings. When the game detects that you are about to crash, the camera switches to a slow motion first person view. I'm getting some real Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 nostalgia over here. It's a neat feature that definitely makes sense to be added to BeamNG, but I'm glad that it's optional because it can get quite annoying over time. As in every recent major update, the West Coast USA map has undergone some changes and additions. Besides the rather obvious ones, there's an early implementation of speed cameras. It might seem kinda random in free roam, but let's take a look at what's changed in the career mode. Most notably, the Progress and Achievements tab have been completely overhauled, and there are now tasks such as completing certain missions and beating speed camera records. I can imagine that speeding frequently may have an impact on insurance policies and similar matters. I absolutely love the approach I took for the career mode because, let's be honest, we're all tired of racing, earning money, buying new cars and then racing and racing again, like in literally every other car game. Back to the UI though. The career mode UI is now also available as an experimental feature in free roam, at least for the vehicle configurator. I really like this new UI. It looks sleek and behaves more responsive than the current one from what I've seen, so I wouldn't mind if the entire UI of the game was remade in this style. As you may notice when launching the game, all loading screens have been replaced with up-to-date screenshots. While this already gives the game a fresh look, there's actually more behind it. A new ground texture has been added to the showroom. That's not everything though. In the world editor, there are plenty of objects you can add to the scene, like animated LED screens, neon tubes and light panels, all of which are fully customizable by the way. The showroom remaster, if you can call it that, really is a godsend for everyone who wants to showcase their car mod or just take pictures in general. The next few changes are rather small, so I'll fast forward a bit. You can expect higher variety in traffic vehicles as 6 more vehicles have received a simplified version, and the general physics of the traffic have been improved. The navigation arrows have a new look to make them stand out more, and the drifting backend has been reworked, allowing a much smoother experience and making the drift missions somewhat less painful. Due to the drift logic running all the time in the background, we now also have drifting related statistics. With this update, a total of 3 new drift configurations have been added to the game. BeamNG is known for its attention to detail, and the developers didn't disappoint this time either. In the continuation of the T-Series remake, they pushed the boundaries even further. For example, when a truck is running low on air, the wig-wag warning gets triggered. And they also implemented a realistic pneumatic suspension system. The sounds are even based on airflow rates, so I think it's safe to say that attention to detail is on point once again. Just in case you missed it, the cement mixer upfit has finally found its way back into the game, as well as some other configurations for the T-Series. This update also introduced a log trailer, new configurations for existing trailers, and of course, logs. A lot of logs. Fun fact, the logs on the trailers barely create any drag. This doesn't really affect normal gameplay, but this makes them act interestingly in water. Overall, it's definitely not a huge update like 0.27 was. However, the remaster of the Ibiza BX, along with the continued remake of the T-Series and various other small improvements, make it a great update in my opinion. Most importantly, it seems rather bug-free, at least from what I have noticed in the pre-release version, and as I mentioned earlier, it will likely be even more stable when the public version is released. Let me know what you think of it though in the comments down below. It's a logistics-based update once again, which somewhat confirms my theory that there are certain themes for a series of updates. For instance, there was an off-roading theme before. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a fun time playing BeamNG version 0.32. See ya next time.